guys, so I wanted to talk about my recent experience trying to take a ceramics class and it not working out, and what I'm gonna plan to do next as far as learning different skills related to art and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so I wanted to take a ceramics class really badly. I've been wanting to take ceramics for a really long time, and I decided that I would do it this year finally. So but then I got into a feeling of really wanting to do it already, because I just have the desire to make certain things and stuff like that. So I thought that I would sign up for the first available session for me to take it, and that was the winter session. So at the school that I'm going to, the winter session is only 6 weeks long, and there's a lot to cover in that time. So the classes are scheduled, for the ceramics class it was scheduled Monday through Thursdays, 5:30 p.m. to 10:10 p.m. at night. So I signed up knowing that I would have that commitment for that period of time, and that I would probably just be really tired, because basically I work from 8 to 4 p.m. so I would have a little bit of time to go home, eat, change, get my stuff, and go to class to be there by 5:30, and then I would just be in class from 5:30 to a little bit after 10 and come home, sleep, and do the same thing the next day. And that would just be Monday through Thursday, but that is the majority of the week. So I was ready for that, but I was really excited, and the thinking that went into why I wanted to do it, well, one of the reasons that I wanted to do it in that short, fast session was because I wanted to be able to take ceramics level 2 in spring, just so that I could get ahead more. Yeah. So the class started and I went, and I only made it through the first 2 days. So basically it was just too much to try to do. I wasn't too worried about if that happened. I had kind of thought oh, I'm still signing up for this, but it might not work in practice. I'll do it and it could be too much, and it's fine if I just don't take it. And yeah, that is what ended up happening. It wasn't really the time that was an issue, it was just how tired I was, and that I was the biggest thing was that I was in a lot of pain, literally physically, just from the class, because you're either standing working on something or sitting on a stool and for 5 hours straight, and then there's some breaks in between, not really structured breaks, but the flow of the class allowed for you to walk around, you to go to the bathroom, whatever, you to stretch. But still, it was just I didn't even realize how much my lower back was gonna hurt. I mean, I guess there are probably things I could have done to make it better, or things that I could work on, but I don't know, it was just crazy how much my lower back was hurting after the first day. And then it felt better by the morning time for me to go to work, but then I had to go back again that evening to the class again, and then doing 5 hours made it hurt really bad again. So I was like, damn, I don't think I can do this, because I'm gonna be messed up by the end of the class, and I don't want to do that. So I was like, even though I really wanted to get a jump start on this, and I was really eager to learn, I just have to wait till the regular session so that my body doesn't have to go through so much. Yeah. It was really interesting, the class, just from the 2 days. I mean, that was already 10 hours. I really enjoyed what we were doing and learning, so I have some of the things that we started making. Yeah, unfortunately, because I was only there for 2 days, and I think there was only going to be one firing for the whole session at the end of the session. I obviously didn't get to get these things fired, so they're just the raw clay. So I did sign up to take the ceramics class during spring session, which is over the course of like 16 weeks, so it'll be at a slower pace that should be better for me to handle. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the options for like the schedules of the class were either weekend 1 day a week for like 6 hours or twice a week for like 3 hours each time, and I couldn't make any of the twice a week classes work for my schedule, so I did have to take a weekend day for my class, the 6 hour long one. So I might still have problems with like my body being in pain, but it should be more manageable because I know for sure like there's gonna be a structured dinner break or lunch break in that class, and I won't have been at work for 8 hours prior to that, and I won't have to do anything afterward, and it'll just be once a week. It won't be like day after day doing that to myself, so I can recover and like do things to make myself feel better, and probably just also need to like figure out how to make the class better for my lower back. I'm really excited about that, and I actually am going to be taking 2 other classes. I'm going to take a intro to graphic design class and another class that's just like two-dimensional design. I don't want to like be a graphic designer or anything, but I do want to know how to use like certain programs and do some of that stuff because I think it would tie into anything I want to do. So yeah. So it was a little bit disappointing, but it's probably a better alternative. I think it was just like mirroring an issue I have where, you know, sometimes I can feel, and I think a lot of people feel like this, like that I'm not doing enough to like go after my goals and like get myself what I want. So then it was kind of like me trying to frantically put it all together, but it doesn't work that way. It's more of like, I think I just have to take things at a slower, steady pace and learn to be okay with that. So yeah. Yeah, and also just like, you know, the general battle against time that life consists of. Just have issues sometimes feeling like I don't have enough time to do everything that I want, or that I'm gonna run out of time, like time's gonna slip out of my hands, you know, and I'm gonna lose the opportunities I have right now to do and make the things I want to do be what I want to be, or like anything in life, like not even just related to art but in general. And I mean, yeah, I really like know like that's not something that can be easily overcome. It's just something that I need to learn how to manage and change my approach with, because that's like a problem with the way life is for a lot of people right now. Like we're trying to battle against time, but there's no way to win against time. Like it just passes, and you just have to deal with it and focus on maybe not necessarily trying to suck all of the productivity you can out of time, but think of it like in other ways, because either way it's like time is not even real anyways. So yeah, it's just a problem that we create for ourselves and it makes us feel shitty. So yeah, we don't need to feel shitty. So yeah, that's something I'm working on, and that's just like representative of that. When I start taking the class, I'm definitely gonna be like documenting it and posting videos about it and how it's going and the things that I'm making. Yeah, so that's really exciting. That's gonna be soon. It's gonna be starting soon. So until then, I just need to be patient, and I definitely have other things that I've been doing and that I still can do. I just need to focus on those, and it should be fine. So these are the things that I managed to make in the 2 days that I was in the ceramics class. It was really, really fun. Like, I'm so excited to start in spring. Even though, like I said, it was kind of taxing on my body, I'm still really excited, and in a more controlled like schedule and everything like that, I think it should be fine when I take it again. So the first thing that we learned on the first day was like pinch pots. So that's what like these 4 things are. They're little bowls that we made by pinching out from a ball of clay. Yeah, and then the other thing we were working on was like a little vase thing. This is the one that I was working on, and we were also making like a little sculpture basically of like whatever we wanted. I was gonna make a like little version of my dog. So as you can tell, like it's basically just a lump with legs right now. I had a tail, the tail fell off, and since I didn't go back after the 2 days I dropped it, I didn't get to finish this. I mean, I didn't get to finish any of it, but that's like the most incomplete one. Even just touching these right now, like it just feels so good, like knowing that it's something that I worked with and that I made. I don't know, clay is like, I have barely touched it, you know, and it's just already so satisfying. Like tactile wise, it feels so good. Like, and the clay, the wet clay, like oh my god, I want to just like squish it and squish it and squish it. Anyway, yeah, so we covered a few different techniques, and then we did, as you can see, get started with painting the objects we were doing. So specifically, we were using, it's called slip to paint this. It's like a watered down version of clay, and it can come in different colors, and that's different than glaze. Although I don't really remember how exactly right now. You can see they're pretty messed up, and like it was really hard to get the bowls to not be as flat as they are, like to have like a really rounded bowl just by manipulating was hard. So this one's like the most rounded that I was able to get. We had tools that we were making different marks with. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these though, since I didn't get to finish them, and they'll probably break if I try to use them in something. Yeah, like see, this one's already falling apart. I guess I'll just like research what to do with clay, like dried clay, if there's anything I can do. But yeah, I don't really feel attached to these to like feel the need to save them, even though they're like the first things that I made with clay. I don't really care too much, and I don't really have a lot of space in my house, so yeah, I'll figure out what to do with these. But I just wanted to show them so you could see what I did in my class, and yeah, I'm really excited.